Hi, today I'm just going to cover a little overview of how I work with controlling relationships, narcissistic relationships that people often bring. It is often more women that struggle with these relationships. That's because of our nature nurture tendencies, but also men who struggle with the fact that they either realise that they're doing this or in some cases have the same relationship, and sometimes gay or lesbian relationships can have these things as well. It's not just gender specific really, or standard relationships. It can be friendships, it can be family relationships, but it is about that. Narcissism is often quoted in these sort, but it is a separate issue really. But many controlling people are narcissistic as well, believing that they have the right to be worshipped, adored, the attention of others, and they demand the attention and the presence of others at the isolation of everything else. So I look at those in two ways. I have done formal training in this, I've had a lot of experience, both personal and second or third hand, and it's how you manage those, how to recognise the signs and how to manage them. Some people choose to stay there, and that's fine. As long as you've had a look at what's going on for you in any situation, you can choose to stay, you can choose to keep on working on it, fighting it if needs be. But it is about having that knowledge and understanding that you have other options as well, and about how to manage yourself, what's going on for you personally, rather than looking after the other person and their needs, which is what controlling relationships often end up being. You self-sacrifice, you as a victim struggle with what they demand of you, and you lose all self-esteem, self-awareness, self-confidence, and the opportunities that your life had before the relationship took over and depleted your energies and your confidence. And that's a shame, because most victims of bullying and abuse and these controlling relationships are often very, very strong, capable people, successful and independent in their own right, and able to manage life. And that in turn brings out the need for someone to feel the need to control you, because it's a challenge, because there's something there to work on. Otherwise you would just conform and do whatever you were told whenever you were told it. And that happens a lot in workplaces as well. But it is about trusting yourself that you have rights too, not about self-sacrifice, about putting boundaries in, about knowing where you're going and working like any relationship in a parallel process with someone else. Maybe slightly different goals, maybe a similar path at times, but it's about coming together, separating, moving around. You will learn at different paces, you will learn different things, have new experiences that make you into a different person. Relationships are all about adjusting to that, about cooperating, compromising, waiting sometimes for someone else to catch up, or pulling them along. It just depends on the type of people you are. But controlling and narcissistic relationship problems arise because although the victims, it's not a word I particularly like to use, because they're not victims, they don't behave like that, but they are vulnerable because often they are very caring and capable of change themselves, and therefore assume that other people are as well, and they will be there to support that person to change, when in fact that person isn't able, and certainly often isn't willing to change. So understanding what's going on for you, how you can manage it, how you can keep the control and the personal power that you have in any relationship, in your life, in your opportunities and options, but also about the option to leave and how you can go about that and rebuild yourself after it. It does happen. It happens a lot. There are general tendencies around this, certain key points that will happen, but it is about you being and becoming the person you were meant to be, you could be, to self-actualize, as Maslow puts it, to be the person you want to be and live the life you want to live, together or alone. fine independently. But again, independently working together, going through life on your shared journey. That's what good relationships should always be, whether that be a friendship, child parents, siblings, all of us. So there are PDF books, there are email courses coming soon, and there will be a Udemy course on this as well, helping you to better understand what's going on, why it's happening, and what steps you can take to better manage it for yourself. So, any questions, drop me an email, julie@clearmindco.co.uk, or give me a call and check out the website for more information, tips, tools, blogs, service options, and more. So take care of yourself, enjoy your relationships, make them work for you, at work or at home. Take care.